I'm just modeling, a little bit of this reflection. I don't know whether you can all see that or not. And let's try to kind of mold these lips again with a little bit of this highlight in there. You can see I have much more value in there than you might have thought. And let's get a little closer in here. And that's going to be the case often, as I've demonstrated on this particular project before. But I don't want to just come in and make a big eraser mark. I like this poking it with this sharp end, this pointed end, because it still kind of leaves, as long as I don't drag it. And sometimes, you have that option too. You can drag it if you have to, but still, when I dab it on there, it tends to make a soft edge to my highlight that I'm making. And so that makes it more natural too, because each one of these little facets of the lips are all rounded too. And there's going to be an apex to that, the same as an eyeball or a cheek or anything else. So I just like the overall effect of, and the realism of allowing for there to be a center highlight, just like on the sphere, and not have it just become an edge like we work so hard to avoid in so many other areas. And yet this adds so much depth to it. Now I don't want this to be as bright as that. Watch it carefully, and I'll put more value in there if I have to, but I kind of like the fact that there's a little bit of a shaded part of this, and then it comes out to a kind of a flared edge. Well, here I am. I still have this cough lingering on from, and it happens when I lean on this table. Crazy. Let's see if we can get some of the subtlety. I certainly don't, I want to make this almost subliminal, but I don't want to ignore it and make it look flat, because these are all things that help, just add that realism. When I can see into shaded places, shadow areas, and still see my detail following back in there, even in very dark places, at least a suggestion, I feel that it really opens up the realism possibilities here. Looks like this little dark area is a little too long in relationship to this. And then also, I could just get carried away making this maybe too dark in here and lose the fact that I still have a separation, and there's a little bit of a characteristic to it. It's straight here, and then it comes over here, and it just ever so slightly curves down, and it's in a very tight place. So that helps me refine exactly where that separation is in the lips. And then it goes, it turns and it comes back up. And yet I don't want this to just be a drawn line through here, because the lips have these gathered places, and they're kind of, probably not the best word, but kind of scalloped a little bit here. So it isn't just a straight line. It has some character to that as well, and some variance. And then I start back down again. It's important for me to have a clean edge though somewhere, and then dedicate the line that's casting the shadow in the proper way away from that clean edge. It always then tells me what's going under what's in front of what.